Hello students, now I am going to start question number 1 of exercise 7.2. Now question number 1 says which congruence criterion do you use in the following? Here we have 4 parts given and in these 4 parts pair of triangle is given. So what you have to do, we will have to check which congruence criterion is used in the following. Okay. Now in A part C we have 2 triangles ABC and DEF, and here corresponding parts are given, like here AC is equals to DF. AC means in triangle ABC side AC is equals to triangle is equals to DF side DF in triangle DEF. Then AB side is equals to DE. AB side is equals to side DE, and BC side is equals to side EF. Okay. Now this symbol represent this and this is equal. This represent this and this is equal, and this symbol represent this and this is equal. Okay. So symbol of 1 shows AC side is equals to DF side. Okay. Symbol of double line shows AB side AB is equals to side DE, and symbol of 3 shows side BC is equals to side EF. Now here that means AC and DF is side, AB and DE is also side, and BC and EF is also side. So that means which congruence criterion is used over here? Since this is side congruency, so we'll write triangle ABC congruent. This is the symbol of congruency. Okay. So triangle ABC congruent to triangle DEF by SSS congruence criterion. Okay. Now coming to B part. In the B part we have ZX side ZS is equals to RP. So ZX means this side of triangle XYZ, and RP is triangle or is the side of triangle PQR. So here we have given one line, that means this symbol represent this side and this side is equal. Okay. Next we have RQ of triangle PQR. Okay, this side is equals to ZY. So this and this is equal. Now angle PRQ. Here R is at the center, that means it represents R angle from triangle PQR, and XZY, that means Z angle from triangle XYZ. So this angle and this angle is equal. So here we have observed that this side is equals to this side and this side is equals to this side, and here this angle is in between of two sides, right? So here ZX is equals to RP, this is side, RQ is equals to ZY, this is also side, and this angle R angle and Z angle is in between of the two sides, right? So triangle PQR is congruent to triangle XYZ by S criterion, side, angle, side, and this angle is between of the two sides, so we'll write SAS congruence criterion. Okay. Now coming to C part. In the C part we have angle MLN, means L angle. L letter is at the center, so it represents L angle from triangle MNL. Okay, LMN. And angle FGH means G angle from the triangle GFH. So angle G and angle L is equal. Now NML means M angle from triangle LMN, giving double line to represent this angle and F angle of triangle GFH is equal. Now here ML, side ML is equals to FG. ML means this side and FG means this side, and ML from triangle LMN and FG from triangle GFH is equal. So we have to find by which congruence criterion triangle LMN is congruent to triangle GFH. So here we can see that L angle and G angle is equal, and this is angle. Again M angle and F angle is equal, so it's also angle, and then side is given, that means this is angle side angle criterion, and this side is in between of the two angles. We can see that this side is in between of the two angles, so here we'll write by ASA means angle side angle, in which side will be in between of the two angles. Okay, so by ASA congruence criterion. Okay, now coming to D part. Now in the D part we have side EB is equals to DB. Now just check the figure here, this symbol and this symbol is same, that means side EB is equals to side DB, which is given to us. Now this double line, this symbol and this symbol is same, that means AE, side AE is equal to side BC, this is also given, and angle A and angle C is 90 degree. Okay, so this means triangle ABE is right angle triangle as 90 degree is given. Similarly, triangle CDB is also right angle triangle because 90 degree is given. Now this EB and DB, this EB, this is the longest side of the right angle triangle because this is opposite of 90 degree, so this is called hypotenuse. Okay, similarly in triangle CDB, DB is also hypotenuse because this is the longest side. This is also hypotenuse because this is opposite of 90 degree. And AE, this side, and BC is equal. So EB is equals to DB, this is hypotenuse. AE is equals to BC, this is one of the side, and angle A and angle C is 90 degree. From the figure also we can see 90 degree is given, so this can be denoted by R later. Now we will have to find by which congruency triangle ABE is congruent to triangle CDB. So since this is right angle triangle, and in right angle triangle hypotenuse is equal and one of the side, here AE is equals to side BC. Any one of the side will be equal. Suppose if AB, this AB is equals to side CD, then also it will be by RHS congruence criterion. Okay, so that means in RHS congruency we have the triangle should be right angle triangle and hypotenuse should be equal and any one of the side will be equal. Since here AE side is equals to BC side and hypotenuse BE or EB is equals to DB, and angle A and angle C is 90 degrees, so we can write triangle ABE is congruent to triangle CDB by RHS congruence criterion. Okay, so this was all about question number 1. Thank you, students.